Sure.
Hi Trancy, how are you?
Fine, and you? I'm fine, and you?
I'm also good. And what about
Yeah.
logo?
Yeah.
You have seen the logo now?
Yeah.
Logo logo was fine now?
Hello. 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 How is India?
India is good, brother. India is
How
good.
is India today?
Yeah, India is good.
Yeah.
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 So
India
how
is
is
good.
South Africa? How is?
It's fine. Just hot.
you know,
Oh,
India is evergreen always.
Yeah. Evergreen. Yeah. Everything is shining there. Everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So do the video on, brother.
Okay.
Rupesh, you too.
uh, okay, not an issue, bro. Without video, I'm joined.
Okay, okay, no problem, brother. Then it's comfortable level for you.
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, yeah.
Sure. So
Sure.
Trancy,
Yeah.
Trancy, Trancy. So today I will start with the inheritance process inside the OOPS concept.
Okay.
So brother, this is a half an hour class, only half an hour.
Okay.
So today I will only discuss the theoretical part of the inheritance, and our next discussion will go for program, and we will implement there over there lots of program. Then you will get more clearance over there. Have you got me?
Okay.
Have you got me, Rupesh?
Okay.
Yes, yes, I'm getting your points, bro.
Yeah, so let me start. Let me share the screen. Then try to understand. So I'm sharing the screen.
Okay.
So so this is my screen. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, let me.
Okay, you have converted in PPT, right?
Yes, yes,
Presenter.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Because I want
I got.
to make all of you understandable for the concept of inheritance. So we should do more. What more work for you all of you.
Okay, sir. Okay. I got your point.
Okay, so let me Trancy. This is my PPT, and uh, this you have already seen about this, and you have already seen about class.
Okay.
Yeah. So object. Then this is the inheritance.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah. So behind the inheritance process, only theoretical part is that. So once we will get familiar with this theory, then we'll understand in a better way program whenever we write for the process of inheritance in Python programming language.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Got your point, sir.
yes. So this is inheritance. So definition is for inheritance is that inheritance is a process of reusing. Okay.
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 Yeah, so inheritance is a process of reusing attribute and methods from a class and paste it into another class.
Okay.
Yeah, so here the meaning of reusing it would be like we need to copy attribute and methods from a class. I mean, I will access from I want to access from a class any attribute or method whatever are inside that class from another class. I mean for another class.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is the inheritance process. It can be done by using the inheritance process, and to access any attribute, any methods from a class for another class, this process is called inheritance process.
Okay.
Yeah. So here we will understand total there are five types of inheritance in our Python programming language.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so first is first one is single inheritance, and the second one is multi-level inheritance, and the third one is multiple inheritance, and fourth one is hierarchical inheritance, and in the last that is fifth one, that is a hybrid inheritance in Python programming language.
Okay.
Yeah, so here we needed to point of view uh, these all inheritance. Suppose another in another language like that is Java, that is C++. So these all inheritance does not support in another language, but in your Python programming language, these all inheritance types of supported in Python programming language.
Okay. Why it doesn't support in other languages?
Because this is the backend, this depends on the backend program. Okay, because suppose in another programming language, if there suppose hierarchical inheritance does not support in another Python programming language, it means for this inheritance in that programming language would be a different way to initialize this type of inheritance. That's why. So the backend program is different. Python backend program is different from all another programming language like that is Java, C, C++.
Okay.
Yeah. So so try to understand here. Single inheritance. So single inheritance means this is a class. This is a class.
Yeah.
So A is a class and B is also class. Okay. So
Yeah.
whatever you have declared, sorry, that is attribute and method inside the A class, and B class will inherit all that attribute and methods. So this is called, here we will call like this: B is inheriting all the attributes and the methods from class A.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so brother, try to understand, this is A class A. Here we will use different words, terms related to inheritance. So that would be this: suppose this is main class. This is main class. A is main class.
Okay.
So we can call this class as, suppose we will call here this is a parent class, or you can say this is a super class. Okay.
Yes.
So whenever you will call this class as a parent, that time B class will be child class for this parent class.
Okay.
Yeah, if you will call this class as a super class, that time this B class will be subclass inside the superclass, that is B class. B class will be subclass of the superclass class of A.
You said B
Okay.
is gonna.
Okay.
it means B is a child of A, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Both
B class is a child class of the class of a parent B, parent A class.
uh, the class A is a parent class and B is a child class,
Yeah.
and you can say A is a main class and B is a child class, right?
Yeah, yeah. So mostly I will mostly I will use here parent class. Then I will use child class. Okay. So this is the parent class and this is child class.
Okay.
Yeah. So next is multi-level inheritance. Have you got me, Trancy brother?
Yes, I got it.
Okay. Now, brother, I will understand about multi-level inheritance. So, what do you mean by multi-level? Because suppose I have lots of class. Suppose I have 5 classes, I have 10 classes. So, whenever we will inherit like this, uh, i- uh, B, B child class will inherit from A class, A parent class. Then again, C will inherit from B, D will inherit from C, E will inherit from D. So here you will see level is crossing from class to class. Inheritance process will be crossing from class to class. So at that time we will say this is multi-level inheritance.
I got your point, Mr. Vikas. Can I explain this once again?
Suppose I have three. This is a parent class. This is a child class. Again, again B class is keeping one child class. That is C child class. And for
Right.
C and
And B
yeah and
on that
yeah.
on that moment B is a parent class, now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So B,
C
so B is also child class and B is also parent class. But whenever we will compare between the A and B, at that time B will be child class for the class of A parent class. And if we will compare with between two these class B and C,
B B or C. You
yeah,
can, if you compare B and C,
yeah.
then B is a parent class and C is a child class. And if you compare between A, B, and C, A is a parent class and B is a child class, and C is another child class. But
Yeah,
if
so
you are comparing
so
between,
yeah, if you will compare among these three class, at that time we'll say A is a parent class and inside the parent class A there are two child class inside the parent class A. That would be the child class B, child class C, which is inside the parent class A. Have you got me?
got it, sir.
Okay, so try multi-level inheritance, brother. Suppose B is in
Really, Trancy?
Yes, I'm listening.
okay. So
But you are not giving reply. Okay, okay, and you know
Rupesh,
Yes,
you
yes,
can
I'm getting. Yes, I'm getting the point. I'm getting the point.
okay, okay.
okay.
Yeah. Yes, I'm listening, brother.
Please explain Trancy in between.
Okay, brother Vikant is saying that A on math level inheritance, A it acts as a main class, and
Right.
yeah, to B, but at the same time also B is same, same time B is also a parent
Child class.
to the child C. Yeah, yes,
Yes, yes.
yeah. B B is a child to A, which is the parent,
Uh,
and the same B acts as the parent to C. So C also is a child to B.
yeah.
right,
So
right.
C is a
Yeah,
child
yeah,
class.
Yes.
You can say it's a wonder. You can give the wonderful example like my father. I will inherit the property of my father, and my
Yes.
child is inherit the property of
Of
me.
me.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Yes, sir. Vikas
Yeah.
sir, please explain third one.
Okay. So third one is multiple inheritance. So, brother, you will see here. I will go from class to class, then will inherit that attributes those all the what methods. So, multiple inheritance is that suppose you have two classes. Suppose you have two classes and all the attributes, all the methods you have declared inside the class of A, inside the class of V, and single C class will inherit all the attributes, all the methods, whatever you have declared inside the class A, inside the class of B. So alone C class will inherit for multiple classes into one classes. So this will be the multiple inheritance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm not talking here. I'm not talking about only two classes. Suppose I have five classes, and five classes at a time will be inherited from another classes. So at that time we will say there this is a multiple inheritance because only one class will inherit all the attributes. I mean for lots of classes. So this is called multiple inheritance process. Have you got me?
Vikas, can I interrupt you? Can I ask one question for this?
Yes.
Like my father have two child, right?
Yeah.
My father have two child, and both child can inherit the property of my father, right?
Yeah.
This is called multiple inheritance.
Yes. Because alone your father is a class for your two child class. Okay. And here your father alonely will access, will inherit all the attributes, all the properties like you are saying of his child. That would be the multiple inheritance.
Yeah. Sorry, brother. 1 second.
Okay, okay.
A minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, two child has inherit the property of one parent class,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You can say na
Yeah.
A is a child and B is a child and can have, inherit the property of parent class. C
Yeah.
is a parent class na here.
Yeah.
Here is C is a parent class na.
Yeah.
C is a main class.
Yeah, this is C is not main class. Main class is A and B. C is a child class.
C is a child class, but this example is not valid for this na.
So there, your child will be. I will keep there your child of your father. That would be the main class. I mean that would be the super class, parent class, and your
Where is my father in A, B or C? Where A is a father or B, C is a
no
father.
no. Don't try to understand like that. Only understand you have multiple classes, and by the one class, only one class. If one class will inherit for multiple classes attributes and methods, so that time we'll say that is multiple inheritance. Yeah,
Okay.
think another example. If you are getting confusion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, what happened, Trancy?
He is at the shop. So client has come.
Ah, ubele sababa mami changamoto akuti. Yeah. Hello, brother.
Yeah, brother. Yeah,
Hello,
fine.
Trancy, what happened? What happened, Trancy?
Sorry, sorry, I was
Trancy,
talking to the customer. I'm sorry. I was
uh,
talking to the customer. Sorry.
which type of customer you are handling right now?
Okay, I gave me a phone to do network, so I was telling him what is supposed to be done and the price. The
Okay, you
phone,
are telling them. You are telling them what?
I was telling them about the price because the phone is locked with network. The network is closed, so I was explaining to him.
Rupesh, one client has come to the Trancy, and the client is telling to Trancy that our network is not working. So by the Trancy was explaining all the things. So why network is not coming in that mobile? So this is the query of that client.
I got.
Yeah. Now, now next fourth one is hierarchical. Yeah, Trancy.
Yes. So
So
me, okay, me. I just wanted to ask you,
yeah.
what is the difference between this multi-level
Okay.
and the multiple inheritance?
Okay. So, brother, suppose you have a multiple class, so A, B, C. Okay. So here B will inherit from A class and C will inherit from B class.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also here on multiple, only C is inheriting two classes.
Yeah. She will inheritance from two classes. I mean, not only two, but it will be onwards like 3, 4, 5, 6 classes, and only one class will inheritance for lots of classes at a time. That time I will say that this is multiple inheritance.
Okay.
Yeah, so multi-level is that level will be cross. Suppose from A to B, B to C, B will inherit from A, C will inherit from B, then again onwards, like D will inherit from C, E will inherit from
Okay.
E. Okay, like that. So this is the difference between multi-level and multiple
Okay.
inheritance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's continue to Harika.
Okay. Next fourth one is hierarchical inheritance.
Yeah.
So hierarchical inheritance is that suppose this is the inverse of multiple inheritance. Okay. Suppose
Of what?
hierarchical inheritance is that this is the inverse of multiple inheritance.
Okay.
Suppose in multiple inheritance, she will inherit from lots of, I mean from multiple classes. But in hierarchical inheritance, on suppose one class A and A class will be inherited from multiple classes. That is like B, C, onwards like this. That would be like more, lots of that would be like D. I mean one class will be inherited from multiple classes. At that time I will say that is hierarchical inheritance.
Okay.
That's why this is the inverse inheritance process of the multiple inheritance process.
Okay. So it means two
One class will be one
inherit
class, one class, only
two
one class.
inherited to two.
Yeah, not only two, but onwards like from 3 classes, 4 classes, lots of classes like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So this would be called like a hierarchical inheritance in Python programming language.
Okay.
Now, next is hybrid inheritance.
Yes.
So, hybrid inheritance is the combination of is the combination of these all inheritance.
Okay.
Yeah. So in hybrid inheritance could have the multiple what? Multiple inheritance. Like only this inheritance would have the multiple level, multiple inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, single inheritance. Okay, like this.
Okay.
So here try to understand. A is a class and A is class will be inherited from B and C. Okay.
Yeah.
So one class is inherited from multiple class. That time I will say this is hierarchical, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So here you will see, brother, A is inherited from C and C is inherited from D.
Yes.
So this is a single inheritance.
Okay.
Now here try to understand B and C classes. B I have two classes and two classes will be inherited from one classes, that is D. So at that time this will be called multiple inheritance.
Okay.
So that's why hybrid inheritance is the combination uh, of these all inheritance. Like in this hybrid inheritance would have the lots of like these all single inheritance, multi-level inheritance. So this is the combination of different types of inheritance.
Inheritance. Okay.
Yeah,
Basically, hybrid inheritance is combination of hierarchical inheritance and multiple inheritance. You
yeah,
can say,
And multiple. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
right?
yeah,
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. It's the combination of helical and the multiple. You
yeah.
can see.
Right, right.
Yeah. Because like
Trancy, can you
yeah,
explain
like
multiple? Can you explain multiple inheritance?
um, multiple inheritance. It's like two classes. They are inherited to one child.
Yeah,
Two. Yeah. Two classes are inherited to one class. Then in hierarchical inheritance, it's like one class is inherited to two classes, which is one single parent. It's like two childs that are inheriting one parent. That is hierarchical.
yeah. Right.
A and multiple inheritance. It's a A and B is a two parent, right? And one child, right?
Yeah,
Yes. While hierarchical, wh- while while hierarchical has got one parent with two childs. So
Okay.
so here in hybrid, it's like this one A A A A is a parent, it's a single parent which is inheriting two kids, which is hierarchical inheritance, and BC these are parents and they are inheriting one child which is D, so which is multiple. That's why it is called combination. It's called a hybrid inheritance. It's a combination of helical and multiple inheritance.
Right, 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 right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, Rakesh.
You you know my name, right?
Yes.
Okay, bro. I got your point.
Yes. And
Uh,
I've already saved the number also.
Right,
Yeah,
right, right.
sure, brother.
So, brother, this is the theory behind the inheritance process, and in our next discussion, we'll go for practical, and there we'll write the program for the inheritance, and there we'll understand step by step and type by type all the inheritance type we'll understand. We'll write the lots of program, and there will by the example we'll understand all the types of inheritance in Python programming language.
Okay, okay.
So let me finish our discussion, and we'll meet in the next discussion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vikas and Trancy.
Thanks very much. Doctor.
Thanks, Rupesh brother. Thanks.
Have a have a nice day.
Thanks, brother.
Thanks.
Okay, brother.
Okay, Trancy. We'll meet next discussion. We'll meet to you in a next discussion. Thanks, brother.
Okay, when it's gonna be when tomorrow or
After the
how
tomorrow,
to do that?
after day, after
Oh,
tomorrow.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
Yeah. What
Okay,
will be
brother.
the status? I will share on the group on WhatsApp group.
Oh,
That is data
okay.
science lovers group, and
Yeah.
yeah, from today you will share your project in that group, and we'll discuss there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Thanks, brother.
Thanks.
Yeah.